Okay, so the previous page in the note packet talked about E, and without going into too much detail here, what E is a cousin of pi, I call it, 2.718 ... It's a non-repeating, non-terminating decimal, so an irrational number, and it's basically this expression as it goes towards infinity, like this formula, as the number of compoundings get more and more and more, it turns into this formula. And it's not something you have to fully comprehend, right? You could just be like, okay, I getcha. Anytime we see anything compounded continuously, we use the PERT formula, we call it. So the amount here is 4,800 is initially e to the 0.065 t, which is 3. And you can literally just type that in on your calculator, and you'll see that it turns out to be $5,833.49. Continuously compounded interest. If we graph here y equals e to the x, remember the base is essentially 2.718, so it's just going to be a little steeper than y equals 2 to the x. All real numbers greater than 0, horizontal asymptote of 0. E to the negative x is going to be reflected over the y-axis, so this is going to be decreasing here, still with all real numbers, still with a range greater than 0, still with a horizontal asymptote of 0. The negative e to the x, this is going to reflect over the x-axis, so all real numbers less than 0 and equal 0. And then negative e to the negative x is going to reflect on both of them, so all real numbers less than 0 and then the horizontal asymptote of 0. If you want to find these numbers like this, you could just literally do on the calculator using the E key, which is kind of down here next to LN on the left-hand side of your calculator towards the bottom. So if I want to do E squared, I would just type in E squared, 7.389. And I said to round to the nearest thousandth. Of course, e to the 0 power is 1, and then e to the negative 3.0. Actually, that looks like it would be 0.050 when I round it. Those are just whatever. Yeah, and that's really it for E.